Good evening, Steve. Good evening, Chanchal. We'll wait for another 1 minute, then we'll start.
You check the paper.
Actually, yes, for subjective question, I'm not able to find this now. In we can say topper only. This not that last paper. Some technical issues there. That's why taking some time. I will discuss those issues with Manoj sir. He will update. So, Steve Chanchal, any particular question, anything you want to ask? Any difficulty, especially in polynomials? And
I just wanted to verify because that day some sums were like no out of the textbook, like
out
we
of the
didn't do in
textbook,
class.
which chapter? Polynomials.
Yes, sir. The last week we had test, no, sir. That
Right. So, do you remember any question?
actually no, sir.
Because I am also not able to this now, download or see those questions. Let me try once again. One second. Polynomials full chapter test 18.4. Okay. So this is the score, but it is not completely in this. So we check only for MCQ they have given a score. For subjective question, I need to this. We have option to check, but it's not coming right now. Again, Arvind Tushar, then this. Weekly test class 10. Chapter number 2, polynomials. Okay, 1 second. Polynomials full chapter test 18. This question is required question list, question bank. Class 10th, subject maths, chapter polynomials. Objective, 1 second. The question is required, actually question I'm not able to find. No problem. From the textbook, you can tell me any question, anything you want to discuss. Rashul, Steve. From
Sir,
linear
I'll check it. And
In-
sir, what is the weightage? Means which chapter has the more weightage according
at 2C basis.
chapter wise weightage, sir?
Chapter wise weightage for which exam?
It's the final exam, sir.
Finals. So chapter wise weightage, normally it's they will give in CBSE this website before 2-3 months before actual examination. Normally say based on the chapters we can say exercise, because suppose in this polynomials we had 3 exercises only, very small chapter, so questions will be asked also less. And we have chapters like surface area, volume. And then next chapter also, that is pair of linear equations in 2 variables. So from those chapters, more questions will be asked. Normally you can take simple calculation. See how many exercises are there, no? Those number of questions can be asked. Suppose in polynomials we have 2 exercises, I think. 3 exercises total, okay. Then 1 miscellaneous. So 3 exercises are there in our syllabus. So 3 questions they can ask. Then we have in linear equations we have 5-6 exercises, so 5-6 questions. More exercise means more weightage. Exact percentage now they publish in this CBSE website before examination. Simple logic is more exercises and more questions will be asked. Any other doubt? Anything you want to clear?
And sir, which chapter test we'll have on this Sunday?
Linear
Or we
equation,
won't have?
linear equations. Only MCQ this time, MCQs, because last time we had subjective, and this time
Yeah.
MCQs for linear equations. Whatever we have studied till now before this on Sunday. So linear equation 2 variables you can give.
Yes, sir. Sir, if you can give me 1 minute, I'll search a question, sir.
Definitely, you can try. Rashul, Steve, any question from your side?
Sir, no.
No
No,
question.
sir.
Okay, all you know. Especially polynomials is fully cleared. I think all the topics, all the exercise questions. Try to solve all the examples first, then exercise questions, and also optional questions. Optional example, then optional exercise if it is given. NCERT, fully it should be solved. All examples and all exercise question properly, and also read the summary at the end. Okay, you have shared one question. Okay. This is the only question change. Alpha, beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomials.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, thank you. So, question is, anyone can ask question, because we have especially extra class for doubt questions only and for weak students. No separate this any topic or any chapter will study. We'll see doubt question week or any other doubt. See, I will write 1 second polynomials, and we have question. Other students can, everyone will try. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the QP we know quadratic polynomial fx equal to 3x square minus 4x plus 1, then find a quadratic polynomial QP again whose zeros are alpha square by beta and beta square by alpha. Okay. So if alpha and beta are zeros of the quadratic polynomial fx 3x square minus 4x plus 1, then find a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are alpha square by beta and beta square by alpha. So I'll give 5 minutes for solving this question. Try everyone. Rashul, Steve, Pratibha, Mohammed.
Okay, sir. Well, right.
Good. The important thing here is we have to take this as one root, because zeros of another quadratic polynomial we have to find. I'm not solving, I'm just explaining this question. And this will be another root. And again, we can use sum of roots and product of roots values to get the final quadratic polynomial. See, let us say, so any quadratic polynomial we can represent by, we can say alpha beta. Actually alpha beta they have already used, so we can take alpha dash and beta dash. We can write let the zeros of required quadratic polynomial, you can write in full, quadratic polynomial be alpha dash and beta dash, alpha dash and beta dash. So x square minus sum of roots. This is the formula, x square minus alpha plus beta. Here we have root alpha dash plus beta dash x plus product of roots. Here we have root alpha dash and beta dash equal to, we can say, a new polynomial, the required polynomial. We can write px, required polynomial px. Fx is the given polynomial. We can use gx also, no problem. Fx or px also is fine. Fx or px or gx. So this is the required polynomial. Here we can write alpha dash equal to alpha square root beta first 0 and beta dash equal to beta square by alpha, beta square by alpha. Now we can find the sum of zeros and product of the zeros. That's it. So alpha dash plus beta dash equal to alpha square by beta plus beta square by alpha. So here we can take LCM, we can say alpha into beta. So this will be alpha cube plus beta cube, because alpha in square into alpha, cross multiplication, alpha cube plus beta cube, right? Now alpha beta we know. Alpha beta we know because we can write from here a given polynomial. We can write hence since fx is 3x square minus 4x plus 1. So this implies this is given polynomial. Sum of root is alpha and beta are the roots. So alpha plus beta will be minus b by a, So minus of b by a. So b will be minus 4. So minus plus 4 by 3. And alpha into beta will be c by a. C is 1. So basically 1 by 3. Right. So alpha plus beta we know the value, and alpha into beta we know. But we don't know the values of alpha cube plus beta cube. Alpha beta is fine, but what is the value of alpha cube and beta cube? We don't know. So this we know alpha beta, alpha cube plus. So alpha cube and beta cube will convert in terms of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. How we can do? See, alpha cube plus beta cube we can convert in terms of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. We have to convert in these forms only because these values we know. So we can write. And one more thing, right? We can now we can write now alpha cube plus beta cube value we have to find. So this is the value we want to find. We can write alpha plus beta cube. What is alpha plus beta cube? Is a plus b cube, a plus b cube. This is a cube plus a means alpha cube plus b cube, that is beta cube. 3ab, 3 alpha beta, and a plus beta, that is alpha plus beta. Always we can write to avoid silly mistakes. So this is the value, and we want to find the alpha cube plus beta cube value. So we can easily find. So all the terms will, this term will go in left hand side. So basically alpha cube plus beta cube will be equal to alpha plus beta cube minus 3 alpha beta in bracket alpha plus beta in bracket alpha plus beta. Now we can put the values. So alpha plus beta is 4 by 3. So 4 by 3 cube minus 3 alpha beta is 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 and alpha plus beta again 4 by 3 again 4 by 3. Right. So this will be equal to 4 cube is 64, 4 cube is 64, 3 cube is 27 minus 3 4 are 12, 3 4 are 12 by 3 square, 3 into 3, 3 3 are 9. Or we can cancel 1 3 also. We can cancel 1 3, 3 3 cancel. So basically we can write 4 by 3. This is the value 4 by 3. Now we can, this was the value of basically alpha cube plus beta cube, alpha cube plus beta cube. So this one finally we can write alpha cube plus beta cube equal to LCM we can take of 27 and 3, that is again 27. 64 will be as it is, 3 9s are 27, 3 9s are 27. So 9 4s are 36, 9 4s are 36. So this value is equal to 8 6 14 and carry 1 subtracted. So 5 minus 3 2 by 27. 28 by 27 is the value of alpha cube plus beta cube. Right. So this is the, we can say equation 1. So
Right,
alpha
cube, no?
alpha cube
Alpha
plus
beta cube.
plus beta
Sir,
cube is,
alpha plus
this is the, see this formula we should know. Alpha plus beta cube, that is a plus b cube. A plus b cube is a cube means alpha cube plus b cube means beta cube plus 3ab, that is 3 alpha beta in bracket a plus b. This is our main formula, and from this formula we obtain this alpha cube plus beta cube value. So alpha cube plus beta cube will be equal to alpha plus beta cube minus 3 alpha beta, this will go in left hand side, 3 alpha beta, alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta will put 4 by 3, 4 by 3. Here alpha beta 1 by 3 and again 4 by 3. And we'll get the values 28 by, we can solve, you get the final value alpha cube of alpha cube plus beta cube, that is 28 by 27. Just check and verify if it is correct or not. And see, so here I can write safely that alpha cube plus beta cube is 28 by 27 alpha into beta. So alpha into beta is again 1 by 3. 1 by 3 alpha into beta is given 1 by 3. Now we can simplify this value to get the values of alpha dash plus beta dash. So this 3, carefully please see here. So this 3 will cancel this 27 and 3 9 are 27. So this value will be 28 by 9. This is very important. 28 by 9. We can take this as 1. This we can take as 2. So from 1 we can say alpha dash plus beta dash is 28 by 9. Now we can write the values of alpha dash into beta dash because we have new roots as alpha dash or new zeros alpha dash and beta dash. So alpha dash is alpha square of beta, we know alpha square of beta into beta dash is beta square by alpha. So 1 alpha cancel, 1 beta cancel, easy. So alpha beta again 1 by.
Sir,
Yes, Steve.
how do we know that C by A is alpha squared by beta?
See, it is given, no? We have to find the values of, once again read the question, you have to read 2-3 times. See carefully. Alpha and beta are zeros. Zeros means roots or zeros of quadratic polynomial. QP means quadratic polynomial. This is the quadratic polynomial. For this, zeros are alpha and beta means roots value or solution values, alpha and beta. And then find the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are this one. These are the zeros of new quadratic polynomial or required quadratic polynomial. So alpha beta are the zeros of this one.
I got it.
Alpha plus beta will be 4 by 3, alpha beta C by that is 1 by 3. So using the values of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta, we have to find the values of this. I have taken as alpha dash. This I have taken as alpha dash new root, and this is beta dash. So alpha dash plus beta dash will be sum of the zeros of new polynomial. So this is alpha square by beta plus beta square. So this is alpha cube plus beta cube alpha beta. So finally we got the value 28 by 9. And here alpha into beta is same 1 by alpha beta we know 1 by 3. Now we'll see 28 by 9 we got alpha dash plus beta dash. And alpha dash into beta dash will be alpha beta only, that is 1 by 3. So we can say this as third equation. From 1 and 3 we'll get the final equation of quadratic polynomial.
So that
Finally,
is 1 by 3 or 1 by 9.
by 1 by 9. See, alpha dash is alpha square by beta. What is alpha dash? First zero value. Alpha dash is first zero value. So see in question, first zero value is alpha square by beta. So that is alpha dash, we can say first zero value. So alpha dash will write alpha square of beta. Here also I have written alpha square of beta. Here it is alpha dash plus beta dash. Now product of zeros. Alpha dash into beta. So alpha dash beta dash this value. Beta square by alpha. So one alpha we can see, no, this alpha with this one and this beta with this one. So alpha beta will be remaining value. And alpha beta is 1 by 3. Correct. Alpha beta we know this is equal to 1 by 3. So this is basically third equation. And from first and third, we get the final quadratic polynomial. Hence we can write hence the required quadratic polynomial is px. We can write px is the required quadratic polynomial x square minus formula is x square minus sum of roots. Sum of roots is sum of zeros or sum of roots alpha dash plus beta dash here into x plus product of roots alpha dash into beta dash. So here we put the values x square minus alpha dash plus beta dash is 28 by 9. So 28 by 9x plus alpha into beta will be 1 by 3. Alpha into beta is 1 by 3. This is the one value. Now if you want to have, this is the one part. And if you want to have proper, we can say equation, because proper equation is in the form of any, this is a quadratic polynomial can be written in the form of this one, ax square plus bx plus c is in this form, and a not equal to 0. So here we can say a is 1, nothing is given, that means 1. B is minus 28%, c is 1 by 3. But numbers are in fraction. So if you want to avoid fraction value, fractional value, that is 28 by 9 or 1 by 3. So we can assume this now px0. Now why assume px0? Because zeros means roots value or zeros value we get when we assume px0. So put px equal to 0. So this becomes x square minus 20. Why we are doing to this now, to remove this fraction values, 28 by 9x plus 1 by 3 equal to 0. So here we can take 9 LCM. So this will be 9x square minus 28x plus 9, 3 3 9 equal to 0. So this implies 9x square minus 28x plus 3 equal to 0. This is the actually quadratic equation because we have right hand side 0. But quadratic equation is obtained only when we put px0, quadratic equation. And from this now we can write quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial, that is required quadratic polynomial will be 9x. We can write px will be px equal to 9x square minus 28x plus 3. This is more basic. If you stop till here in examination, means you write this question, so mostly 99% case you get 4 marks. In 1% case, half marks can be deducted. So to avoid those deduction of half marks, you can assume px0. We will take LCM 9. The 9 is multiplied by 0. 9 into 0 is 0. So right hand side will be 0. This is basically quadratic equation in standard form. Quadratic equation in standard form. And now from there we can write, we can replace this 0 with px to get the quadratic polynomial. Because we have this type of, in standard form we have no fraction values, so we can say ax plus bx plus c equal to 0 is the standard form of any quadratic polynomial. So understood, Chanchal and other students also. This is the method of solving. Any doubt? Main thing is this equation. Any quadratic polynomial can be written in terms of sum of zeros and product of zeros. So x square px equal to x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. And just we have to figure out sum of zeros value and product of zeros value. Here, these zeros are given for new quadratic equation or new quadratic polynomial, alpha square by beta and beta square by alpha. So we've taken alpha dash as alpha square by beta and beta dash as beta square by alpha. Why alpha beta? By alpha square beta, beta square alpha, so that we can easily find some of the zeros. Some of the zeros we can easily find. Some of the zeros will be, we can say this value alpha square by beta plus alpha square beta this value and beta square by alpha this value. And product of zeros will be alpha square beta into beta square alpha. Simple thing, because those are required while this solving or to find for finding this polynomial equation. Fine. So this is the answer.
This type questions will come in exams.
Chances are very less. So always we have to this prepare in this in a hardest way. You can say tough questions if you know, an easy question not automatically. These are because we have just started this session. Suppose tomorrow is the exam, so we can skip those questions, or after 10 days we have the exam of full syllabus, or we can say board's examination in next 10 days. So in those this 10 days only we have to revise normal standard questions examples and exercise question, not from optional or tough question, not from any other book, not from optional also. Because they are clearly they have mentioned those will not be asked. But in rare case, suppose they ask, then this time we should be ready to answer those questions also. See, these are basically, so right now you get, let me write the date first, 04/20/21. These are because the two, this now, make sure you get how many marks. Always we this now put more efforts and we solve tough question also, so that you all get 100 out of 100. That is the main target you all should have. That's why we're doing the tough questions, because we can normally do normal exercise question and examples. By doing that also we'll get 90+%, 90% and above. But if you want to have no chance right now, definitely 100 out of 100, then the optional question also we can try, and tough questions also. Correct. Because we have time, we have just started the session. 1 year is there with us. Fine. One more thing here. Always we have to remember one thing, that whatever we have studied till now, whatever we study means from class. If we started study from nursery, but I will take from class 1 to this now 10th till today. This is almost 5:45 till now. Whatever you have studied, you have to apply. You have to remember. You have to apply in solving the question. Apply in problem solving or question solving. Very important, because normally what we think, that was there in separate chapter, that was not there, or that topic is there in physics, that topic is there in chemistry. All the knowledge you have to keep with you while solving any question of math, science, anyway. So here also you can see in this question we have to know, or we should know, the formula of a plus b cube or alpha plus beta cube. Then only we can solve this question. So this is not part of polynomial chapter, but these are required. So we have studied somewhere in 9th, 8th, somewhere we have seen. So those things, that's why we have one by one we have classes A, 7, 8, 9. Just to remember all the formulas. Most important. Always remember everything. In this, alpha minus beta cube, a minus b cube, a plus b cube. All the values we should remember by solving the question. From any other question? Others tomorrow we'll see. Tomorrow again we'll have extra session. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow for half an hour. Any other question? Tomorrow we'll see. I'll check with Manoj also. That why this is not question paper and this one it's not visible in paper. That's why delay in this one publishing the score. So tomorrow also, if you want to join, you can join from 5:15 to 5:45. This is the extra math class, and normal classes will be as per the schedule. Any other question if you want to discuss anything till linear equation, whatever we have studied till now, from those questions we can discuss. Polynomials and linear equation up to this one, whatever we studied till now. Fine. Thank you for joining. Now we can end this session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.